Hello everybody and welcome to Northeast Rails. I just got back from the yearly Easter train show in Moncton, New Brunswick, and I got a whole bunch of great stuff, and I thought I'll run through it, do the train show haul, and then see what runs. I know at least one thing is kind of sketchy. We'll figure it out as we're getting through it though, and see what we can get going. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start things off. I got a couple engines, but before we get to the engines, going to start with some of the smaller stuff, the basic cards. This one here is a Government of Canada car. I have a whole bunch of these. I actually like these. This one here, though, I don't have anything like it. It's called a Census of Agriculture. It looks like it's the grain logo or whatever on it, the Government of Canada stuff on it. That's pretty nifty. Has couplers are kind of questionable, but it does have metal wheels on it, so that's a good start. So that's a good way to start things off. And then I found, because if you've seen some of my other earlier videos, I do like the Bangor and Aroostook stuff. Since this is Northeast Rails, I do have quite a bit of these things, but I don't have an orange car like this one yet. And this one has metal wheels on it too. So, but the couplers are in better condition. So hopefully that one will roll just fine. Now, one more car, and then we'll get into the engines. This one here, a bit interesting. So, just gonna refresh that. So, Via Rail, as far as I know, now I didn't look super deep into this, but based on what I saw from Rapido's site, Via never had a Southern Pacific style full dome car like this. I think they call them the Super Domes. There was a CP one, and they actually are making it right now. Rapido it's in the queue, whatever. I've already pre-ordered it, but it'll be, well, right now it's April 2025. It'll be like at least April 2026 before that's available. But and it's in the maroon color and stuff. It looks really sharp if they ever get built. But in the meantime, I did see this. It has the lighting, electrical pickups on the wheels in the bottom, but no actual lights in it. So this will be a future project at some point to get some lights in this, and should be pretty fun. Should be a good time to do that. Now, on to the engines. So this one here, a Rio Grande. I'm not really sure which way to pronounce that. Different people seem to pronounce it differently. I'm not even sure this runs. It was 25 bucks. I think I actually ended up getting it for about 15 bucks. I don't care about the shell, it's going to be ripped off. I needed this for a parts engine. I need the trucks, basically the powered trucks for the pickup for another project. I'm converting over an FP45 to a lighted dummy for another project. There's a whole bunch of things that are in the queue here. So it's cheaper to buy a semi-working engine at a train show, basically. Oh, that might come off. Than it is to just order parts even on eBay, the cheapest that I can find it. By the time you pay for the shipping and everything, it's just not worth it. But if I can get an engine for like 15 or 20 bucks and it has the parts that I need, good enough, right? We'll get her going there somehow. Now on to the more interesting stuff. Now if you saw from my previous train show haul, how does this open? Because Northeast Rails, of course, one of the big things here, as I just noted earlier, Bangor and Aroostook. Now, I had two of these engines from the previous train show I was at. One of them was in the correct color scheme. It was in the later color scheme, the gray, red, and black, or gray, orange, and black. And this is another one of their primary schemes, the livery. It was a gray and blue. And then there was also a blue. We'll get to that in a bit. But I also got one in basically a fantasy color scheme last time. It looked like a Canadian American, but it wasn't. So somebody had just labeled, took either a CP or a Canadian American, ripped the labeling off the side of it, and put Bangor and Aroostook. And so whatever. But anyway, that one ran. We converted that over to DCC, and it looks good. This one is supposed to be DCC, and I think this one runs. But I have another one I'll get to in a second that has some questionable issues with it. But that one looks great. It's in great shape. doesn't look like it's hardly been even used. Beautiful condition. We'll get that one on the rails. It's the more questionable one that I'm concerned about, which is this one right here. So this is another Atlas. That was an Atlas, I believe. Yeah, this is another Atlas. And this is in the other color scheme, the other livery. Okay, I got it out of the box. All right, so let's have a look-see here. Now, keep refreshing this camera so I can make sure everything's in shot. Looks great. Proper color scheme. All the parts seem to be there. Oh, missing the front. Oh, no, actually that's in here. So it does have the front and back rails. They're just in the box there. So looks like it's also seen very light use. Really good shape. Horns are there. All the grab irons are there. The problem was when we put it on the test track, it buzzed a bit. It says it's DCC. It didn't have the super loud buzz like a DC engine does on a DCC track. So maybe there's like a decoder issue. I don't know. I'll put it on the track here later and we'll test run it and see what happens. And if we can't get it running, then I'll throw a decoder in it. Now see if I can get it back in the box. Yes, I can. So that's another Bangor and a Rostock. Get that out of the way. On to the next thing. 3 engines left. Okay, this one. So my point of origin is actually Nova Scotia, even though I'm not living there now. And when I lived there, there was a line running called Devco. This is a Devco engine. Now, I don't think these ever actually shipped. I'm not aware of any actual Devco like pre-made models. This one looks like somebody, oh, there's like class lights and everything on there. Somebody put a lot of time and a lot of detail in it. This was the most expensive engine that I got today, even though it's one of the smallest ones. Looks like a little switcher. What's this? It says it's a GP15. That's definitely not a GP15. It's like a SW 1200 or something maybe. It's somebody spent a lot of time doing this, and that's what you're paying for. Really, is the artwork and the detailing. Like a lot of time went into this, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It is missing the sunscreen on one side, but it has something else on that side, so that's interesting. I'll have to analyze that a little bit deeper at some point. And I did not even put that one on the test track at the train show, so I was so confident that I would take it regardless of whether it works or not, that it didn't matter to me. So, okay, keeping along those same lines, what's listed on this box is probably not correct, because I know that these were made, but I didn't think Athearn made them. I know that another company made it, and we'll get to that in a minute. So along the same lines here, we have Cape Breton and Central Nova Scotia Railway. And this one, it says Robert Burns. I don't know if that's the guy that actually made this, or if that was an actual... I'll have to do some research on this to see if that's actually correct. But all the parts are there. The front and rear rails are there. Horns are there. It's in great shape. Definitely an Athearn. Ooh, it's got the yellowing on it, so if I have to take that off, it's going to be sketchy. But I do have spare motor mounts, but they're slowly becoming unobtainium. Very hard to find those things now. And when you can find them, they're generally expensive. But I'm very happy about that. Let's see what this is listed as. This is listed as a GP33-2. It says, a lifelike shell and Athearn-powered Cape Breton Central Nova. That looks like original print from Athearn. I'd be very surprised but not surprised. You know, anything goes at this point. There's been lots of things that I've seen come up that I just never expected that somebody actually built a prototype of, so that could be. Now, as I was saying a few minutes ago there, Bowser was another company that did make it. And this one is officially labeled as that too. It's Cape Breton and Central Nova. And it is a C630M. So let's have a look-see here. Get this out. And it looks like somebody has converted this already with a DH187P. So it is a 8 output Digitrax. So I hope it has lots of lights on it. That or somebody just felt like putting a 187 on something that could have been a 127. Get this out of the box without breaking things. Oh, always so scared doing that. Oh. There. Okay. Wow, beautiful. That's in really good shape too. It looks a lot better than the Tyco C630s, I gotta say that much. Wow. Oh yeah, it looks like there's lights down there. I bet you all these things light up. We'll see when we get her over on the track. This is DCC. Unfortunately, I don't think it's DCC sound, but that's okay. It is missing the rails on the sides, but not the front or the back. I'm sure I can find C630 rails in black for that. It shouldn't be much of a problem. Everything else is there though. Looks really good. It's a good shape. Nice couplers on it. And wheels are relatively clean. It's seen some use. But, we'll put her on and see how she runs. Okay, so here we go with the engine. That doesn't really matter. That's because this is going to get ripped apart anyway, so I don't really care. So we're on DC, and we will get her. Oh, that's pulling a ton of current. It's not looking good. It does run, but it's pulling an amp. Back it up. And from where I'm sitting, I'm seeing arcing too to the track. So it's going to need some work, but it does appear to work. So that's good enough for what I need to do. I'm basically going to be ripping the trucks off this anyway. And anyway, you'll see in a future project. Okay, so we're going to start with this Cape Breton DevCo Railway. Cape Breton Development Corporation, I believe is what that stood for. Now it says on the box it's DCC, but it doesn't have a number written on it. And the number on the engine over here says 209. So we're going to try 0209 here. And let me just see if light turns on and off. Light does turn on and off, so that has got to be it. So let's try moving forward and see what we got here. Oh, you're trying to do something. I think she'd be pretty dirty. I think she's gonna need a bit of cleaning. Give it some juice though. Maybe after some work that will get that running a bit. Maybe that'll clean up a little better. Try it in the other direction too. See if maybe it just needs some time to get worked in. Can't really see the light, unfortunately. So let's shut that down. Try reverse. And there is a reverse light on it. I have no idea what that is, if it's an Athearn blue box or what. It was in an Athearn blue box, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything when you're getting something from a train show. I wish I could zoom this in a little further. So I can bring it off, put it down by the rail. Try to see that light as it comes in. You can sort of see it. I don't want to go too close or it'll start to blur, come out of focus. All right, well, that is that. Well, at least it works. You can call it a runner. Might need to clean it a little bit or just give it some run. You run it around a bit. But that's working at least. Okay, up next, we're going to try the Bangor and Aroostook GP38. I believe it's a GP38. Yeah, it says GP38 on the box, and I'm not super familiar with all the types of them yet, so I'm pretty sure that that's probably correct. So the box says DCC. At the train show, it buzzed, and we played around with it for a bit. I couldn't really tell on his layout, so let's pop it on here on DCC. Now that's definitely not DCC. That's a real bummer. All right, well, that can be corrected. I'll have to open that up and have a look what's inside it. In the meantime, see if we can get it at least running on DC. And it does. It's out of shot, unfortunately, because the control is over there underneath the thing, as you had seen in a previous video. But it's definitely working, so that's good. Oh, and the flywheels are really good on it. Let's see if we can get her going in reverse. Yeah. Seems like it's going all right. It's pretty quiet, reasonably quiet. All right, well, I guess that one's gonna take some work. We'll have to get that opened up and see what's going on in there. Hopefully it's just a decoder problem or something. It does say, I'm sure that it said DCC on it. Maybe it doesn't. Well, we'll figure it out. And up next we have Bangor and Aroostook GP7. Now, I'm quite sure that this one actually is DCC. It says that the cab address is 63. Let's turn her on and see what we get. 63, Loco 63, enter. Okay, light. Oh, it definitely runs though, but no light. I wonder why that would be. Oh, there's a light on that side, just none on that one. Okay, well, maybe we'll run her around this way first. Ooh, it's really quiet. This is an Atlas. Most Atlas engines, I've had pretty good luck with them, so this one is certainly no stranger to it then. So it is DCC, but one light not working. You can see that, hopefully. Pop this off again. That light is definitely on. Pop that back on the tripod. Take it a little further. Nice and slow. There's 3, 2, and it cuts out at 1. 2 is good though, so we'll run it the other way. Oh, now the light's working. That's interesting. Wonder why it wasn't working before. Well, it's working now. Let me do this a little faster. Out in behind the town. We'll pop this off the tripod. It really stops on a dime. I wasn't intending that to happen. All right, well, that's that one. And we'll move on to the next engine. So up next we have a Athearn Blue Box GP38-2. This is a Cape Breton and Central Nova Scotia Railway. GP38-2, high nose obviously, or high hood, sorry. And we'll pop this on. Oh, that's not good. That is also DC. Well, that's going to have to be converted. Okay, well, does the box say DCC? It does not. It just says GP38-2 high nose, lifelike shell, Athearn powered. Well, let's pop her on a DC and see what we got going here. Yeah, it definitely runs. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an Athearn. It's a little noisy. I have to find some way to get like move that power pack for when I'm testing stuff over to here somewhere, or do some fancy wiring underneath. Maybe when I'm redoing the layout, be a good time to get that set up. Because when I walk back over here, it's going to come out of the shot. Well, maybe I can do some kind of a big reveal when it comes into the shot. Oh, here comes the engine. Definitely works fine in both directions. So that, oh, is that ever loud? That is a noisy Atherin. Oh boy. But it runs. No light. All of these issues can be fixed when it's converted to DCC anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. All right, well, it is what it is. That needs to be fixed. Put that in the in the hopper to get that converted. Looks great though. Too bad the light doesn't work, but yeah, it's another problem that can be fixed. All right, on to the last engine. Okay, so on to the last engine here. Another Cape Breton and Central Nova Scotia Railway engine. I'm quite confident that this is DCC since it had this in the box. So somebody likely has converted that to DCC. Unfortunately, I don't know what type of engine that is. Let's see if it's written here. Oh, Montreal Locomotive Works. MLW C630. Really? Huh. Certainly doesn't look like the Tyco C630s. Oh, well, I guess it's a lot more detailed. You get what you pay for. Well, let's see what this does. Okay, good. It didn't buzz. That's a good sign. We're off to a good start. Let's assume it's 2003-003. What's the chances of that? No, there's no sound on it. It's just a DH187. Okay, but it could have some interesting lights. All right, well, that's a better view. So let's see what we got here. So 0 turns on the, well, let's see here. That will be at least the main light and the lighted number boards. What does 1 do? Nothing. 2, 3, F4, F5. What's going to turn on those ditch lights? F6, F7, F8, F9. Oh, come on. They're not on, are they? No. F10. Can't certainly be that high. Oh, that's a bit of a disappointment. Huh. Well, for whatever reason, I guess we don't have, there's ditch lights on it, but they ain't working. So, does the engine move? Oh, she's dirty. Dirty wheels. Let's put that back up to the spot where I normally zoom from. Okay, well, let's give her another shot here. This is my first Bowser engine. Seems to run okay. I'm going to give that a bit of juice because it looks like the wheels are probably dirty. Wonder how slow we can get that down to. It's on 7, 6, 5, no, 4, 3. Oh, it's not liking that. Oh, it's doing it. That's 2. And it's cutting out though. And so a little further and then flip that to reverse. See what we got for reverse lights. Okay, a light does come on, so that's good. Oh. Seems better in reverse than it is in forward. Might just be probably sat for quite some time. That's fine. Give it some running, give it some love. Maybe oil things up a little bit, and I'm sure we can get her just as good as new. Well, looks good. All right, back and forward. One final run. Got the those two cars on there that I got at the show. Might as well give them for a little run too, see how things go. Oh, it needs a little bit more juice. Get her to stall out before we get it cleaned. Don't want that to happen. Wish this DJI camera could zoom just a little bit more. I guess I could do it in software. Oh, that wasn't me. It just kind of cut out on its own. Oh well, we'll get her cleaned up. We'll give her a run around there a few times and see if we can get that nice a little bit smoother. And thanks for watching.